Select the theme that is developed by each passage. "I thought we'd never get on this rocket ride," said Maxine, as she and Henry crowded into the elevator. "Everyone seems to be at the carnival today." As they stepped out onto a high platform, the man in the control booth swung a rocket in front of them. "This rocket wobbles," complained Henry as they were being fastened into their seats. "These seats are as comfortable as the ones on your own front porch," the operator assured him. The gears whirled, and the rocket began to soar and swoop as it circled the platform. Just as their rocket reached the highest point, it stopped. Maxine giggled nervously, but people in the other rockets began to scream. "The man in the control booth is pushing levers," reported Henry. With a jerk, the gears suddenly began to move again, and the rocket slowed to a stop at the platform. As Maxine and Henry jumped out, the operator grinned. "There's no charge for the extra thrill," he teased. What is the theme of the passage? Danger is all around us. Happy people are not afraid. Exciting adventures can be frightening. Comfortable seats are always safe. And you can pause it if you need more time to think, or to go back and reread. The next passage. The monkey hurries up the tall side of her cage, drumming on her prison wall with two tiny fists. She swings across the cage by a single long arm, dropping down to the floor like a large, graceful cat. She walks slowly among the broken peanut shells, thinking of leaves on the earth of her distant home. What is the theme developed by this passage? Animals are funny. Caged animals feel emotional pain. People are prejudiced against animals. Swinging on the wire brings joy to the monkey. Couple things to draw your attention to. The monkey is drumming on her prison wall with two tiny fists. The phrase prison wall. And then she walks slowly among the broken peanut shells, thinking of leaves on the earth of her distant home. Those two pieces of that passage might help you determine the overall theme. Sam hung the baseball bat on the wall and stood back to see if it was level. It was the perfect spot for the bat's retirement. Even though it was split and taped and nailed together, the bat was still a thing of beauty to Sam. He remembered the day of his bat's birth 7 years ago. "Aluminum bats are here, boy. They go with today's baseball, plastic grass and computer scoreboards. But I want you to have one special wooden bat," his grandfather had said. They walked together to the Kentucky baseball bat factory where his grandfather worked. The comfortable smell of white ash wood hung in the air. Wood chips crunched underfoot as Sam's grandfather held his knife against the raw stick whirling in the machine. His grandfather gouged, cut, and gouged again as he carved a personal bat for his grandson. He brushed a muscled forearm across his sawdust-coated forehead and handed the bat to Sam. "Here you go," his grandfather said. "This should be just the right weight for you." Sam took some practice swings. His grin answered his grandfather. "Cut like a diamond," said his grandfather, "and carved like a steak. You'll win with this one. When you step up to the plate, Sam, on a hot summer afternoon with a stiff south wind blowing, you'll know you hold the last of a dying art in your hands. Your teammates hollering when the bat connects will tell you so. Keep swinging, Sam." The theme developed by this passage. Newer things are not always better. Swing where the wind blows. Diamonds are cut and steak is carved. Treasures of the past are no longer important. Ivan always made fun of Sasha. After a bit, Sasha got scared of Ivan. If she saw Ivan coming, Sasha walked the other way. Then Sasha changed. She stopped hiding from Ivan. If Ivan laughed at her, Sasha laughed right back. She just wasn't afraid anymore. Soon Ivan stopped making fun of Sasha. What is the theme? Parents often make things worse. Old friends are the best friends. It is better not to run away. The smartest people are the kindest people.